Hello everybody, welcome back, and welcome to the first gameplay video for Pauper Soldiers. I am running this list as it is, although I have been considering cutting down 2 planes, adding in one of the bounce lands, and tossing in a Sentinel's Eyes. I think that could be good, but I'm going to give it a spin as is, and we'll see how I do. Alright, so we will just start up a game here. They've been firing off pretty quick today. Okay. Let's say hey to our opponent here. Yep, we would love to keep go first, excuse me. Where is our match here? There we go. There we go. Alright, so this is a perfectly acceptable hand. To start off turn 1, probably Thraben Inspectors. Turn 2, it looks like we might be going Secluded Steppe and then Icatian Javelineers. So let's get this party started. See what deck our opponent's on here. Got an island and a ferry. Okie doke. Icatian Javelineer is going to be pretty good here. Okay. Go to our turn. So let's throw down the Secluded Steppe and pop out the Javelineers here. And we will swing. So a turn 2 ninja would be a little bit rough, but then we are going to be able to get the Kor Skyfisher out to block it. So it looks like we might just be getting ninja'd here. Like, I would be kind of surprised if we're not getting ninja'd here. Yeah. Yep, that's pretty good. I'm guessing we might see land fairies here. Nope, no more lands. They got 5 action cards in their hand. That's pretty good. What can we do with what we have here? I guess the Kor Skyfisher blocks pretty well. Let's just go to combat. Let's swing with the Inspector, and we'll leave the Javelineers up to tap. And then we're going to drop down the Kor Skyfisher, pick up the Thraben Inspector, and play it back down. Yep, so we'll pop the Thraben Inspector out and leave the Javelineers up to possibly pick off a fairy. That could be something good to maybe save for if they spell stutter sprite. And they're trying to get us X2. We could pick off a fairy that's on the battlefield so that it reduces the number of fairies when the spell stutter sprite resolves, which means that it looks like we should be safe casting a 2-drop this turn. So I'm just going to hang on to the Javelineers for now, and let's see, I've got mana to do both the Skyfisher and the Armorsmith, but I don't have good attacks with the Inspector here. I guess if they block, I could ping it down, but like I'm only getting 1 through, and I kind of want to have blockers, so let's just go to combat here. I will attack. Not going to ping off the fairy first. They might just try and block, but that would leave us open to destroy a fairy in the future. So let's go Kor Skyfisher. We'll pick up the Inspector, and then I think what I'm actually going to be doing is... Okay, a good old-fashioned counter spell, sure. Is dropping out the Armorsmith here. They are tapped out, so we can at least get that to resolve. And we will pass it back to our opponent's turn. So this makes our blocks a little bit better against Ninja of the Deep Hours. We could potentially now double block and then ping down a fairy, and they're not even going to be able to kill... Well, I guess they'd be able to kill the Javelineers. We got 2 toughness here. Could also just block with the 2/3 Armorsmith. So probably not going to be seeing any attacks here. Looking pretty good so far. The fairy matchups with this deck are one of the ones that we are better at. Notably, the weaknesses of this deck being our inability to effectively go over Flickered Stonehorn Dignitaries or Perpetual Fogs. So running pretty low on cards here. It looks like they're going to have 3 after this Ponder. And probably just holding up a counter spell, I'm guessing. At this point here, we might just want to bust this Fairy Seer at the end of our turn here. I'm going to do it, yeah. Let's just bust this Fairy out. That way, I mean, I'm probably not attacking with it, although, like, I could, and then Guardian's Pledge. We'll ping down this little Fairy here. Alright. Oops, accidentally clicked through that there. I guess I'll just swing with everything, and if they... block here, I might just, Guardian's Pledge. Let's see, they're going to bounce that. That's fine. I probably don't really want a Guardian's Pledge here. Like, that doesn't seem that good. Are they going to block like that? Does that change things? Let's see, they probably have a counter spell, but, like, if they have a counter spell, then, like, I guess they draw a card next turn, because, like, we can't... Let's just give it a try. Like, if they have Spell Stutter Sprite, they're not going to be able to counter it, but if they have Counter Spell, they're going to be able to counter it. Okay, so that worked in our favor, and we'll just pass turn. So, looks like we are set up in a pretty good position to win the game here. If they play any other creatures, we've got Journey to Nowhere, and we don't have lethal this next turn, but we are probably going to be able to set it up to have it the one after that. So let's just start by attacking. We will go to combat, and I might just be picking up this Javelineers here. Like, we already have 2 clues out. Yeah, I'm just going to pick up the Javelineers. Play it back out. So this is probably eating a counter spell. Okay, it's fine. Let's see. Is there any reason why I would want to clue now? Let's just clue now. I don't think I've hit my land drop for this turn. Of course, that won't really impact our next turn either way. Alright, back to us. Let's get this Bonesplitter down. See if it gets countered. This would be one of those instances where, yeah, the little counter on the Javelineers would be really nice at picking this off. Let's see. We don't have anything like instant we can do for this, so yeah, they got it. Yeah. Let's bust this clue here. Oh my goodness, I get another Bonesplitter. That was very fortunate. Are we gonna see like another Spell Stutter Sprite? That would be crazy. Let's pop on here, and this is a circumstance where Armorsmith has given us a little better attacks. It looks like they're going to be able to chump go to 3, but they are in lethal range here, so it's looking pretty good. Just get in there. Yep, and then they go to 2, and then I think that this game is just closed out next turn, because, like, if they play blockers, I can just get rid of them. Like, I'm pretty sure we have this. Icatian Javelineers and the Deftblade Elites are quite good in this matchup here, and we have lots of flyers that can trade with their Delvers. We've got the Kor Skyfishers, and then also the Aven Riftwatchers. Alright, so against Delver, we are going to want to, let's see, probably just bring in another flyer. Let's maybe go down on the Gempalm Avenger. I feel like that's going to get cut in like a fair number of matches, but like it's still a fine card to have in game 1. Celestial Flare could get maybe like a ninja. Don't really care about Graveyard. I mean, like, we're already pretty decent against this deck. Like, we don't really want to over sideboard here. So I'll just make that switch. There's a case for the Celestial Flare, and maybe if I see a little bit more of their deck, I might reconsider that in game 3 if they beat us. So just waiting for the opponent here to join in. Okay, and this is a... Let's keep it. Let's keep it. It's not an amazing hand, but we do have so many good draws. Like the cards that we need to make this work are mostly going to be the cards that are mostly left in our deck. So want to get some creatures. It's a creature. All right, let's just start off with this Bonesplitter. And the next turn, if they tap out, we're probably just going to get rid of this Delver. Like, it trades with our Kor Skyfisher, but the Kor Skyfisher is a much better blocker against fairies, where it doesn't have to trade. It can block a ninja and not have to trade, which is nice as well. Alright, so they're just going to get in for 1, and they are leaving their mana up, so that is signaling to me that they most probably have a counter spell. So it looks like what I'm going to be doing is just passing back to their turn, and then if they want to tap down, we'll raise the alarm, and then probably either way we're just going to raise the alarm at the end of their turn so that we can just force them to counter that, and then okay, and then we'll have free reign on our own turn. Of course, it's not going to be a particularly good turn. I guess we could Journey to Nowhere the Delver or slap the Skyfisher down. They shuffle draw. Okay, so they're definitely digging for stuff. Excuse me. They are swinging in. Yep, let's just do this on their end step. Tap, tap. Raise the alarm. I'm assuming we're going to get countered here. Yeah. Okie doke. So that lets us either throw down the Skyfisher or Journey to Nowhere. I mean, I guess we'd be winning the race unless they bounce us. It's our only creature. My goodness, I don't know what I'm gonna do here. I guess I'm just gonna get this creature out. Like, we'll just toss you out. And then, let's see, I could bounce a land, but that'll put us back on lands next turn, which I don't like. Let's just bounce the Bonesplitter because it's not going to change the fact of it, whether or not it trades with this Delver based on the Bonesplitter being on it, because they both will trade without it anyway. I just didn't want to get set back on lands. Alright, so they got a lot of open mana here. Okay, Spire Golem. A Bone-splittered up Skyfisher is really good at getting through that Golem, though. So, let's see. I probably want to start swinging here. Like, let's pop this on the Skyfisher, and let's just go to combat. So, if our opponent's Delver doesn't flip exactly this next turn, we might be able to Javelineer it down. So then the question is, do we care about the Spire Golem? Like, I don't know. I feel like the safe thing here to do would be to... I guess we are winning a race, but not if they have 2 creatures. Let's just YOLO this, and we're going to exile the Spire Golem unless they counter this. It is a counter spell. Okay, well, I guess that saves us the decision of which one we have to take care of anyway. Because if this Delver flips here, then that's rough. But if it doesn't flip, then we can just, like, shoot it out, like, like the puny little human that it is. Okay. Yep. We take 2 off of the Spire Golem, but it looks like we're going to be winning this race. Like, that was huge that the Delver didn't flip. Like, okay, yeah, and they're not going to do something really silly, like snap it back to their hand to save it. Let's go Thraben Inspector and see if we can draw into some action here. Steppe, we're going to cycle that. Skyfisher, okay. Let's just get this land out of our hand and go to combat. Gonna swing in with our 4/3 flyer. And then pass the turn, because that's all we can do. So, let's see, they got only 2 cards in their hand after drawing, in a pretty good spot here. I guess I'm going to be picking up the Javelineers to put back in my hand. Yeah, they're not even attacking at this point. Let's see, would the Guardian's Pledge allow me to kill the Spire Golem? Only if it's with the Skyfisher, which is killing it anyways. Let's see, we have 5 mana. That's pretty... it's 1 short actually of what I was wanting to do. Let's just go to combat here. Let's just swing in here. They can double block it, and it looks like that is like probably what they're going to be doing. But then we have... Oh, they're just taking it. That's fantastic. Okay, so let's play another Kor Skyfisher. If this gets countered, we can do the Riftwatcher. Spell Stutter Sprite. Let's see, I'm not able to ping it out right now, so yeah, they got it. They got it. Alright, we will go 1, 2, 3 for the Riftwatcher. And that's gotta resolve because they don't have any cards in their hand. Okie doke. And then we're passing back. So this Guardian's Pledge here is probably going to be able to close out this game for us. Because I'm not really sure how defensive they are going to be with their blocks here. Like, I'm still hoping to get a good card off the top, though. That's not a good card off the top. It looks like I am maybe swinging with everything. I could maybe see a case for holding the Javelineers back. Let's do it. Yeah, let's swing with everything because this Guardian's Pledge is probably just going to blow them out. Let's see. That would be 6, 9. Yeah. Let's do it. Let's do it. YOLO. We might win the game here if we can get this to resolve. They're snapping the Skyfisher. Okay. It definitely makes our blocks worse. But we could potentially... Let's see, they're doing blocks like that. That's probably just fine. Like, this isn't gonna die if we buff it with the Guardian's Pledge. Yeah, that's just fine. That is just fine. We'll let those trade off. Alright, and then we can pay 2 for the Kor Skyfisher. I guess we're just bouncing... Like, what, the Riftwatcher? Is that crazy? They have no cards in their hand. Let's do it. Let's bounce the Riftwatcher. Oops. Like, we can just play it back out, and then that's 1 more turn that it's around, and we gain extra life off of it. Like, that seems just fine. So we are looking pretty good here. We have very profitable attacks. Probably going to pop the Bonesplitter on the Aven Riftwatcher, because they're going to be able to kill something if they want to, so let's just pop it on the Aven Riftwatcher, and we might be able to win the game this turn, depending on how they block, because if they let the Riftwatcher get through, then we'll just win. Okay, so let's see. If we do it here we will keep this card and take them to 2. I like that. I like that. Yeah, so let's just do this. This is not a particularly high impact play of this card, but they are empty-handed. It's not going to get countered, and they just scoop to it. All right, so that was game 1. I have found that the Delver matchups are pretty decent with the Soldiers deck. If you like it, I have the link to the deck tech down in the description, and you can check me out in game 2 with Soldiers here. So thanks for joining.